Welcome to Talking Straight. I'm Suresh Kochatil. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi launched the One Nation, One Fertilizer Yojana at a two-day event titled PM Kisan Samman Sammelan 2022 on 17th of October at Pusa in New Delhi. On the occasion, the Prime Minister did something remarkable by introducing the Bharat Urea bags under the One Nation, One Fertilizer initiative, something that will change the way fertilizers are sold across the country. Earlier in August 2022, the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers had issued an order to execute the One Nation, One Fertilizer initiative by establishing a single brand for fertilizers and logo under the fertilizer subsidy program known as the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Janvarak Pariyojana. What is this all about and how will it help the farmers? Let me explain. This is FIBAR, the India's largest fertilizer initiative, and this move by the centre seeks to unify fertilizer brands across the country, regardless of the company that manufactures it. Under this rule, the government is mandating fertilizer producers to promote their products under the brand name Bharat. Under the new One Nation, One Fertilizer initiative, fertilizer companies are only permitted to advertise their name, brand and logo and other pertinent product information on 1/3 of the bag. The Bharat brand and the Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Urvarak Pariyojana logo will have to be displayed in the remaining 2/3 part of the space on the bag. The creation of the one brand, Bharat, for subsidized fertilizers will minimize the fertilizers across the country movement, which will result in large freight subsidies. All fertilizer companies, trade trading entities and fertilizer marketing entities will now have to use Bharat for all their subsidized soil nutrients across the nation. India will have a common bag design across the country like Bharat Urea, DAP, Bharat MOP, Bharat NPK and so on. The rationale is that since fertilizer of a particular category must meet the nutrient content, whether it's produced one company or by another, the concept of One Nation, One Fertilizer will help. Farmers will overcome their confusion over the brand-specific choices by making this happen. Farmers are generally unaware of the fact and prefer to go for certain brands as a result of aggressive marketing strategies adopted by many private firms who have strong retailer networks that they have developed over a period of time. It's been often found that preferences for many such brands resulted in a shortage of fertilizer supplies and delays to the farmers. The central government subsidy bill for the fertilizers will cross an estimated 2 lakh crore plus in this financial year, 25% more than the fertilizer subsidy of the last financial year. One solution is to cut down the subsidies to go for innovation. The Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited has developed nano urea liquid at 175 crore unit in Kalol. This unit has a capacity to produce 1.5 lakh 500 ml bottles of nano urea, the first of its kind in the country. IFSC has already produced 3.6 crore bottles of nano urea, out of which 2.5 crore bottles have already been sold to the farmers. A half a liter bottle of nano urea is equivalent to a 50 kg bag of urea. Just imagine the amount of transportation it will cost, and it will save the farmer that much to get it to his fields. 8 new nano urea liquid plants are coming up, and that will help reduce India's dependence on imported fertilizers. All these units shall have design production capacity of 2 lakh bottles per day with a total investment of over 3,000 crore, of which 750 crores is already committed. India is the second biggest consumer of urea in the world, but in terms of production, we are the third. We import 1/4 of our requirement for fertilizers. In case of potash and phosphate, we end up importing 100% of our requirement from foreign countries. The Russia-Ukraine conflict and the COVID-19 pandemic had caused the prices of fertilizers to shoot northwards in the international market. However, the government of India did not increase the prices of fertilizers. For example, a 50 kilogram bag of imported urea costs 3,500 rupees. The farmer gets the same bag for just 300 rupees. And the union government absorbs 3,200 per bag burden on every bag. Similarly, a 50 kilogram bag of DAP, our government absorbs rupees 2,500. In the last 12 months, the subsidy provided on urea has risen 5 times. The government has provided fertilizer subsidy of rupees 1.6 lakh crore last year, as I told you. This relief provided by the urea subsidy is estimated to cross 2 lakh crore, as I mentioned earlier. Prime Minister Modi has spoken about reopening the urea producing plants in Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Bihar, Odisha, Telangana, which had closed down due to the lack of state-of-the-art technology to run these plants. We need to think whether we should be held hostage in international disruptions. Why should the money being spent by the government of India go to overseas companies? Natural farming could help provide a permanent solution, but as a failed Sri Lankan experiment shows, we have to do that in stages. We will have to find a way to reduce our fertilizer subsidies and improve the product range by encouraging domestic manufacturing. Nano urea is one such innovation, and we need to invest substantially in research and development to make more such innovative products and bring down the input costs for our farmers. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.
Please subscribe to Nationalist Hub English channel for more interesting videos, and don't forget to like and share this video. Nationalist Hub, it's a news revolution.